200 lucre for a room, Moti? Really? After all we've been through together, and after you running all the shops in towns simultaneously for the past however many towns we've been to, you're still going to charge me more money depending on where I am at. Well, I guess you gotta run a business. So we're back now, and I got that second wisp spirit from Assad over there. Obviously it needs to be the Mana Holiday. My voice just cracked. It needs to be the Mana Holiday in order for you to get wisp, because the Mana Holiday covers both the wisp and the shade spirits. We don't have shade yet, but we'll get him eventually. So now you'll see that I have 2 wisps in my possession, whereas before I had, say, 1 spirit, now I have 2 wisps. So what'll happen is that you can now use 2 wisps to attack in battle. All you have to do is you have to hold the R button for longer until the 2 wisps are both on the screen, and it does more damage, but it's really, I mean, it does more damage, but it really doesn't do enough damage to make up for the fact that you have to spend 6 more MP per spirit to use it. So, you can use it, but I don't know if I'm going to. I'm pretty sure it does like 1.5 times the normal damage. If you have 2 spirits on the screen at once, for twice the MP. So, I don't know if it's worth it. I'm going to test it out as we head down from the town of Ishe, so we'll see. Well, yeah, we saw the Stardust fields over there. It was pretty cool. There's the hint that you could get for the whole Stardust thing. Although they don't really tell you that you need to use it to walk on it. What's the problem there, sir? Boar melons, huh? This is another side quest that you can do. This guy will ask you for a random fruit. I don't have a boar melon, sorry. Why don't you just go to the hothouse and grow your own? It only takes 1 day. It's not like you guys stop wandering around aimlessly for 1 day. I'm sure your boss won't mind. You can temper stuff here, but I'm not going to. Anyway, he will ask you for random fruits, and once you give him 5 random fruits, he'll give you a piece of Deadbear's Gold. So that can be useful, but I don't feel like grinding for the fruit. I could do it if I really honestly wanted to, but nah, it's not my thing. I've got a better way of doing it, like I said, and I'll do it eventually when I get to that. I don't even need to do it on Elena's file anymore, because she's gotten the only reason you need Deadbear's Gold is for Assad. So you really don't need to do all the side quests in the game. You only need to do enough for however many spirits you're going to get. So, yeah, long as it looks good. It doesn't matter if it kills the enemies or not. Of course not. I mean, it's just a weapon, right? What do you mean, evil spirits? Well, that's weird. Huh. I guess we'll have to watch out for that when we head to Cala Peaks. I mean, we're probably going to end up heading there because we're heading to Lorimar, and Cala Peaks is right there, too, so... What's wrong with your husband? Oh, well, you know us men. First we have selective hearing, and then we pretend we're senile whenever it suits us. Kinda like right now. No, I have no idea what you're up to, because all you're doing is wandering around aimlessly like an idiot. So, do you enjoy implying that you're an idiot, sir? Hey, what's that you say? I don't know the meaning of that word. Ah, senile old bastard. Anyway. Let's continue exploring the town. Yakov, I already talked to you. Is that Yakov? I forget. Oh, yeah, we've already been in here. And as you saw there, if you looked in the top right-hand corner, Duke and Lester have already left. So, yes, I know, I forgot to talk to Elena and Willie when I was with Duke and Lester, but they didn't really have too much interesting to say anyway. I mean, it's not like they told us how to get to Lorimar, so... Twins, huh? Whoa! Holy cow! How did they manage that one? To summon Gaia, I believe you need 50 amigos in order to get the wisdom card for Gaia. So that's pretty insane. Those twins must have a lot of friends on other files. Yeah, we'll have to be careful. I mean, random critical hit could do us in, after all. Fat chance. I'll believe it when I see it. What are you doing over here? Wingardium Leviosa, Wingardium Leviosa, Wingardium Leviosa, And that's what happens when you cast it wrong. Well, I don't know what she's up to, but I would assume she's just casting some spells, so whatever. I'll leave them to do that. Oh, there's an armory due south? If you've seen previously to this, you will know that at the armory is a cannon, but we still don't know what to do with those cannons, do we? Well, I guess it's worth checking out. I mean, it's not like the North Glass Desert provided anything for us. What do you have to say, kid? Kid? You might want to find a new way to welcome guests into your house here, because that is totally what she said when she was embarrassed of herself. And then the train hit her, so do you want a train to hit someone in here? I thought not. And a time warp? How does that work exactly? What kind of a game? You're not gonna tell me, are you, kid? Ew! Old people love! Oh, God. They're really in too deep here. Oh, you mean the one that was the billboard babe, I think it was? Well, yeah. What knockers? Of course you don't. You're like 6 years old. You'll understand eventually. I mean, you know, once you hit puberty, then bam, the guys will be all over you. But we won't tell her that. She won't understand. Anyway, let's head south to the armory since, well, we've got no other place to go here. So, and we still don't know how in the hell we're supposed to... Epic desert music, yes! We still don't know how in the world we're supposed to get to Lorimar, so, I mean, why not, right? Oh, that's probably bad. Those are the basilisks that I was talking about, and not only can they use a beam attack to petrify you, but they can also randomly just explode like that and deal massive damage to you if you don't have some good armor. So they're pretty annoying, so you might want to watch out for them. Do I want to go this way yet? Yeah, I want to go on the right path first. So this is South Glass Desert. No Stardust bridges like in the North Glass Desert, but, you know, you can't have everything. See how I have 2 wisps out here now? I'm actually going to test that next, in the next section here. So let's get back to my story. If there is one axiom that I do indeed live by... Yeah, see, it's not even worth the damage that was dealing right there. I mean, I was doing that much damage before with 1 spirit, so why would I use 2 unless I'm, you know... Oh, well there you go. It's kind of a random damage, I guess. Amount of damage, I guess. It's pretty widespread. Whatever. So if there's one axiom I live by, it's that there's always room for improvement. So... Now, when I go on this guy's channel to check and see like how well off he is on YouTube, because, you know, I figure, you know, he might be a beginner or something like that, so he hasn't really learned too much about commentary or something like that. I talk about this like I'm not a beginner myself, but you get the point that I'm trying to get at. Let me continue my story here. So I go on his channel and I check and I see that he has only like 50-ish videos at this point. So I said, oh, okay, he's probably a beginner, or he just doesn't post very many videos. I look at his subscriber count. Now, remember, I have more videos than him at this point, and I have 12 subscribers. Not that I'm looking for subscribers, but the point of the matter here is that... Wow, Willie's petrified. The point of the matter here is that he had 7,500 subscribers. Now... You've probably heard the old saying, when someone does less work than you and gets a greater reward out of it. Wow, that thing really sniped me from the corner of nowhere. Okay. When someone does more work than you and gets a better reward out, or does less work than you and gets a better reward out of it than you do, you can't help but feel a little bit jealous of him, you know? So... I'm thinking about this guy, and he's got 7,500 subscribers, and I look at his videos, you know, it's like Mario Kart Wii stuff, and you know, there's some playthrough stuff, but he's got like 6 playthroughs going, and there's like 5 parts to each one, and he doesn't look like he's going to finish any of them at the rate he's going, because he's got so many projects going at once that he's really not going to be able to split up his projects very well. Did I get the 2 treasure chests up there? I feel like I didn't get the 2 chests up there. Okay, I did. Did I get the one up here? Yes, I did. There wasn't one up here. Never mind. And Willie's petrified again, and I was almost petrified again. So, you know, it's like, I'm like, why in the hell does this guy have 7,500 subscribers? So it's kind of discouraging me. Like, I felt discouraged before this. Why do I keep using Healing Light? I think that's one of the problems with getting more than one spirit, is that the wait time for Healing Light kind of increases. I'm used to just firing them off really quickly. But anyway, so it's like, I'm getting literally discouraged because he has, you know, 7,400 more subscribers than me, and I have 20 more videos than he does. And I mean, I can't help but feel discouraged at the fact that I can't, you know, I mean, I'm not looking for subscribers, but I want to communicate my message of constant improvement to a greater audience. I'm always looking for a greater audience to communicate that message to, because it's kind of difficult for some people to understand that the biggest part about, you know, doing like content or commentary. Wow, he just blew himself up for nothing. What an idiot. Are you gonna do it too, or no? Oh, I can't get him to do it. But I want to, you know, it's like whenever you're in something like this, where you're commentating on something or anything like that, you're always looking for a bigger audience, and it's kind of an important thing. But like, just him having 7,500 subscribers kind of got me down. So eventually, I was like, okay, I got to do something about this, because if I keep like internalizing this, it's not going to be very good for me. It's going to debilitate me mentally and emotionally. And considering I just got a raise at my job, I don't want to be mentally debilitated. I want to be working hard, because I don't want to be hardly working. So I went on his video, and I left a comment saying, I literally fell asleep to your voice, pretty much. And, you know, he said, you know, he apologized that his commentary sucks and all that stuff like that. And, you know, he said he's thinking about doing, like, dual commentaries and stuff like that with me. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that's kind of a good idea, you know. It's an interesting concept, and, that sort of a thing isn't really done too often. I'm thinking he's thinking of doing it with like Skype MP3 recorder or something to that effect, because how else is he gonna, you know, do dual commentary with the people watching him? Because I'm pretty sure that was his intention, is to do it with the people that were watching him. So, but anyway, point of the matter is that, you know, that was interesting. That's an interesting concept. But I wanted to send him a comment to make sure. I wanted to send him something to make sure that he knew that I wasn't being malicious in my comment to him. Because I wasn't being malicious to him. I was just trying to say, you know, you really need to step up your commentary, because if people are falling asleep to you, then obviously there's people out there that don't find you entertaining. And while you can't, you know, entertain the needs of everyone, if everyone thought that way, then no one would ever tell you how you can improve, and that wouldn't end well for you, because then you'd keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you keep getting the same comments that say, that tell you to improve, and I would imagine it would get annoying after a while. So what ended up happening was he kind of misconstrued it and thought I was saying he didn't earn his subscribers and all this bullshit. Eventually, it ended up being to the point where we both were looking like assholes to each other, and really the PMs were pretty much just us, because I ended up sending him this via PM because it was kind of long for a comment. It ended up being basically us both looking like douchebags to each other, and the messages were pretty much outlets to see who was the bigger douchebag here. So I'm in a tough spot here, because it's like I want to give advice to help people improve, because I believe in an axiom of constant improvement. But the problem is that not everyone believes in that, which I don't know why. I feel like constant improvement, it's a good work ethic, it's a good life ethic, there's nothing wrong with it, but not everyone believes that. So lesson learned by me. Something that I probably should have learned a while ago, but, you know, being the fact that my workplace environment promotes world-class customer service. If you work for the company, you probably already know what company I'm talking about. But they promote world-class customer service and always helping people. So just the fact that I was raised on that axiom, and now I'm in work with that axiom constantly being a factor, it makes me kind of, you know, what am I thinking? What word am I trying to think of? It makes me kind of like seethe advice for people, you know? So, but lesson learned, don't give out unsolicited advice on YouTube, because it just makes both parties involved look like dicks. So, walk behind the cannon to get a moon geode. Awesome. Wonder who this guy is. So that's my rant. I wanted to kind of make it a relatively short one because we're gonna be moving on here in a second, so